Welcome to episode 3 of Follow Your Head and Your Heart. In the last episode, I talked about how there's a tidal wave of temptation that comes to us every day through advertisement, through culture, through society. We are being dictated to with appeals to our appetites and appeals to our emotions. For example, we talked in the last episode again about advertisement and consumerism. The constant bombardment of products and services, foods, things that fill the appetite. But then you look at something else, like, for example, social issues or politics. Those are also appeals to emotion. I mean, isn't that what you see online and on television? Is it really honest, objective, knowledgeable debate? Or is it just a railing of emotion? Is it just this party says this, these people react this way, and it's just fighting and feuding and eating, devouring each other over issues that really don't affect your life? I mean, let's face it. People are basically saying that the world is going to end because of the last election. No, the world is not going to end. There are safety measures within the political apparatus to help the world coming to an end, but that's the way we exaggerate things. That's how you know. If things are being exaggerated, you know emotions are involved. Emotions will exaggerate things, and so it becomes a lashing out, a reactionism, and it's getting more irrational and insane by the minute. And the other side of the aisle is not that much better, man. They do all the same thing. It's not about a political party per se, but it's about the fact that the establishment or the system understands what your primary drives are. Just like advertisers know that you love, the fast food, you love, these mobile devices, you love to hear about celebrities and blah, blah, blah. They know you like all of these things, so they appeal constantly to your appetites. And so then media and politicians understand your emotion as well, and so they appeal to those. They will not give you necessarily objective, rational arguments about policy. They will hit those triggers that they know is going to ignite their base and get everybody feuding with one another. So at some point, we all have to step out of the realm of emotion and return to mind, return to the head, where wisdom, knowledge, and understanding can reside. But we have to be able to discern the information that we get from emotions. Is it reliable? Well, let's look at the emotions that are reliable. For example, are there reliable emotional information just the same as there's reliable information from things like mathematics? Well, I would say yes. For example, the love you would have for your family, whether it's your children or a love for your own parents or your own siblings or what have you, that love is reliable. That love gives you or provides for you reliable information. Okay? Now, can it become exaggerated? Absolutely. Can we become obsessed? Oh, absolutely. Those things can hurt us, but at their base, at their core, it is reliable information. And so we have to understand that. I mean, this is where semantics comes in, because we use words interchangeably, which is why it can be difficult for foreigners who are learning English to understand what we mean, because we have so many different uses for the very same word. For example, a very strong emotion like love. I love my children. But that is not the same as when I say I love pizza. Okay? So, but I'm using the same thing. No, I technically like pizza. I enjoy pizza more than other foods. That doesn't mean I love it necessarily. It's not love in the very same way as when I'm referring to my children. In the age of social media now, you have to differentiate between a friend on Facebook and a friend in real life. I have a few thousand friends on Facebook. I am not friends with those people like I am friends with my good buddies. Okay? It's not the same thing. So now we have to differentiate that. So these words that we use, friend and love, are being cheapened, in the modern age. So again, at every front is my point, whether it's the advertising or politicians or the misuse or the widening or elasticity that we're putting upon our terminology. All of these things are warring against us, and they make us weaker, duller people. And so if you are going to prevail against circumstances, if you are going to prevail against those things that are serving as obstacles to your life, then my friend, you are going to have to become wiser. You are going to have to learn to strengthen and renew and cleanse and renovate your thinking, your mind, with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so that you can better discern the emotions that you're being dictated to by, and how to subdue them, and how to steer things to where you become a balanced agent, utilizing both the head and the heart, and moving forward to become the kind of example and the kind of people that we desperately need in this hour. Can you dig that? I hope you can.